y'all. Hey, two people. Hey, four people. How we doing? How we doing? How we doing, y'all? Hey, y'all. To the Gracegorgeous live. Hey, 13 people. Make sure y'all start right to my live. Hold on, I think I sneeze. Okay, I'm gonna sneeze. I thought I did have sneeze. Hold on. Got my water just in case I be thirsty. So, we on this channel, I did think of a topic, and this topic is lying. We on this channel of lying. I didn't even think of a good title to talk about. Y'all know I always come up with a good topic, but I'm gonna wait till people come in here. I can see some of y'all watching before we discuss this. I see what this is. I see. Oh, no, it's okay. Okay, I see what it is. But hey, three people, how we doing? I do gotta fix something on here, y'all. Cause I could have did it earlier. I could have did it. Yeah, I want to know the background's the fan because it's hot in here. I remember the last time I was in my room, we was having a nice discussion. Which we did. We had a good discussion the last time. And I really didn't think we were going to have a good discussion. I really didn't think so. I thought it was going to be like a boring discussion, but it came out to be a really good one. I didn't think how many people had different opinions. Didn't everyone like, I didn't think people had different opinions. But it's a lot of opinions in here, which it is. I thought, dang, why can't there be so many people in here? Come on in. Thank you. But yeah. So, God bless you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But yes, I didn't think it was going to be so much of a lot of people, which I didn't. We didn't think that. I know I usually go on live in the mornings than the afternoons too. But yeah, I was doing so much in the morning, I didn't have time. So I was like, let me jump on here and see what y'all talking about. Okay, because I know that was really my plan, but you know, life be happening, y'all. Life be happening. So, you know, we gotta make this one count, make this one count. Okay, y'all. I get it, I get it. Everybody's different in their own way, which is nothing wrong with being different. Like, it really is not wrong with being different. But, yeah. You know, I think it's a good thing. Everybody's different. Which it is, which most people will actually see it different than usually people. I think I kind of see that, y'all. I think we kind of see eye to eye where this gonna go and stuff like that. So yeah, keep going. which it does, and stuff like that, which it does. Thank y'all two people. Thank you. Um, before we discuss, I'm gonna move y'all up a little bit. Okay. Move y'all up a little bit. Before we discuss it, I'll be right back, y'all. Alright, yeah, I'm back. I'm so sorry. I did have to do a quick little thing right quick because it don't actually matter. It don't actually matter. So, but yes, I quickly had to do something right quick because was in my point of view. Was my point of view. So, yeah. So it's like, know. But yeah. So today, I was like, what can I give y'all a good topic? Cause I know y'all mostly be asking me what's the topic. But like, it's just y'all chatting. I'm not even thinking of a topic, which I consider don't actually think of a topic, which I actually don't. But they can have it too. Like I appreciate, hey, two people in here. But yes, I actually don't even think of a topic, which I actually don't at all. But I was like, let me put a topic and see how people gonna love this topic. Cause I know not many people do love these type of topics. You know, I always get different topics, which it always gonna be some love and hate with y'all. So it's like I can't really much fight with y'all too much. Because it's always gonna be some love and hate. Some people don't like the topic. Some people is like, can we just have a free topic? And it's like, I'm the one who does. I'm pretty much the host, y'all. Okay, so y'all pretty much have to respect me. If I put, hey y'all, that's just everybody having a conversation with each other. You know, y'all having a conversation with me. You know, if I do want to like, hey y'all, how y'all doing? I'm doing those to interact with y'all. It's the, what's up y'all? Like, basically, actually, what's going on since I haven't been on live. Okay, y'all. So don't think cause she's not on live and like that. No, I'm gonna still drop videos for y'all. Okay, and pretty much we're gonna get this topic, but I'm pretty much just saying I am dropping videos and stuff like that. And I'm actually dropping video tomorrow, which is gonna be a couple channel. That video will be dropping tomorrow, okay, y'all. And yeah, those videos will be dropping. And y'all basically gonna see my boyfriend video dropping very soon. He is gonna come up with more topics. Y'all basically gonna see some of his videos. Um, you know. So y'all do want to see his videos and stuff like that. Y'all can go on Yato D1. Y'all can go watch his videos and stuff like that. He do awesome stuff on there. He is changing his channel and stuff like that. So y'all can see some of his videos and stuff like that. Okay, but he is putting a lot through this couple channel and stuff like that. So y'all gonna see a lot of couple channel. Y'all gonna see separate from us. So y'all gonna see a lot more in stores for us. So don't think because she's on here. Yes, I'm also on a couple channels. So but I don't want y'all always to see different things with us. Okay, so don't do too much of y'all hopes. We still the same book right there. Okay, we just still the same person. Okay, we just can't do too much on here. Okay, but hey, 5 people, how we doing? Thank y'all for 3 likes. Hey, 11 people, how we doing? So anyway, it's a lot of things that I said. It's a lot of things y'all gonna see on that couple channel very soon with y'all is. So I don't want y'all to miss nothing from the Gracegorgeous or the Yato Dean one and the Grace and yellow channel, the couple channel. So everything we have is in store. We coming up with different ideas for our separate channels and our couple channel. Okay, so we don't want y'all to miss out because we're gonna have a crazy roller coaster y'all gonna see on the couple channel and separate channels. So we is doing different things. So we definitely don't want y'all to miss out on both things on our channel. Okay. So, and don't worry, I am gonna get to my other channels. I know most of y'all be asking, when you gonna get to the other channel? I'm gonna get there very soon. I'm basically just focusing on one channel, y'all, okay? I'm focusing on one channel. I'm not doing two. I'm going back to back. That's kind of hard. But I will be getting to the other channel very soon. So, you know, that channel gonna be, you know, popping out very soon, okay? So, that's coming out very soon for that other channel. So, that's all I had to say for that. Okay, but yeah, thank y'all for I appreciate it. Hey now, people in here. So of course I got my water just in case I get thirsty, because y'all know I get thirsty and not breaks. I be back. I got some water or I gotta use the bathroom. So y'all know I may be taking breaks when I have to use the bathroom. I'm gonna, or if I finish my water, probably some juice or some water, something like that for y'all. Okay, so yeah. But today this topic is lying. Have you ever been lied to? So, this is, y'all have a memory about your man, girlfriend, friend, family that had ever been lied to. So, ever been lied to. So basically, like one of your friends lied about something and you didn't think they were gonna lie to you or something like that. So, and you just shocked, like, damn, I didn't think you was gonna lie. You did a perfect good lie, like a good lie that you know somebody will believe, not somebody who was not gonna believe. So that was something I wanted to discuss on two different things. You know, one, if you, I feel like you're gonna lie, at least come with a very good lie, okay? And two, if you think you don't have it, I guess I don't think I can lie, I gotta tell the truth, then be that person that's gonna tell the truth. But listen, X, Y, and Z, then okay, I'll take that. But I wanted this discuss about, you know, being lied to and keeping it real. Because you know, I feel like most people get that kind of mixed up. Oh, okay, which one to actually believe and shit like that. So, you know, if you lie, like I say with me, there's a couple things. With me, I used to lie so much things. Like, I used to be with my friends and my aunt would call me. I'd be like, the bus broke down, or I missed, or I didn't catch the bus, something like that. So I had all types of lies and stuff like that. Do you like Tupac? I mean, I didn't see Tupac in person, which I didn't, but I have heard his songs, okay? I have heard his songs, okay? But, yeah, so, yeah, so it's like, it's actually different things, you know, what you have. So like I was saying, like, I came up with so many lies that, you know, Martin didn't believe me because I was so much, was a bad liar. It was certain things, because there was many times I used to lie just to watch my, we used to be at stores, at the corner stores, just chatting, you know, I'm just having a conversation with my friends. And, you know, at a certain time, I didn't want to get home early, so, you know. So one day, my aunt watched me, and she called me, was like, how the bus got there? And I was like, no. I missed like 3-4 buses that was going past, and my aunt pulled up and was like, how the crap? And then my friend tapped me, was like, my aunt. And I'm like, oh, snap. I was like, hey. And I was like, I did not know she was here. So she was like, come on, child. So she was like, I done saw 3-4 buses went past and stuff like that. And she was like, you go with chat with your friend. Bitch, maybe have to get home and stuff like that. I said, yeah, but sometimes it be early. So I don't want to go home early. I don't want to stay out with my friends, have conversation. You know? At least I'm not in trouble or anything. So at least I'm not getting into nothing in trouble. So, you know, just stay by the corner, just chatting, you know? So when you know, with me, we would just be, you know, standing, chatting, talking, you know, and I wouldn't know where the other girls would go or anything like that. Like, they even go home, or go somewhere. I don't know, child. But you know, I did a lot of crazy things in my life that I can say, which I had did crazy things in my life. But I haven't really come to terms of it because, you know, I feel like everybody did crazy things in their life, especially when you're a teenager. You do crazy things in your life, and I feel like some people do actually miss the point of being a teenager. Like, you know, I feel like you got, like I said, some kids that will lie and some kids that will tell the truth. But like, no, I'm not doing those things. You know, it's not for me. And it's like, you got some friends that will tell their friends, listen, no, I'm not with that. You can go ahead. I'll catch you next time. Like, you know, you got some friends that tell their friends, no, you go ahead. And if your friend's smart, you know, and there's certain things you have to, you know, tell certain things. Like, nah, I'm not with that. Like, I think I know this kid, and he used to lie to his mother, but like, oh, Ma, I was, you know, I was out with Jasmine or something, but, you know, and you got, you know, I was with the boys, you was just outside from the building, and you got some parents who actually believe they be in front of the building, which they don't, they be with their friends and stuff like that. So, you know, and you got some friends that be like, yo, friend, come on, let's go do this, let's go do that, you know, let's go, you know, I know this place we can go. And, you know, it was a bunch of things I was definitely looking at as when I was a kid, you know. And you got, it's actually always like 3 or 4 friends, you know, people might have in their life. And I don't know, you know, it do come with knowledge in your head, which it does. Because, you know, I had those type of, listen, with me, I was very smart. I was that type of girl, be like, you know what, I'm not with that. You know, I would tell my friends, nah, y'all go ahead, I'm not with that. And, you know, what my friends understood, because I was like, no, they'd be like, oh, well, come on, we're going to fight some girls. Okay, y'all go ahead. I'm going to come behind home. You ain't coming? No, I'm not coming to fight no girl or anything like that. So certain things, I was like, no, I'm not with that. Like, I was still on the side. It'd be a bunch of girls fighting and stuff. I was like, I'm just not with it. You know, you want to be down this kind, you go right ahead. But at a certain extent, you really have to catch your mind. Like, do I really trying to be down with these people? That's what my mind really would want to be at. And it does take a toll for that, which it does. But, you know, I'm saying you could lie to a person, but you could lie, and people will believe you as time goes on, what they do. You got some that just tell the truth, like, man, you know, I'm just gonna be here, be in the house, do this, do that, you know, this is my comfort zone, but y'all go ahead, you know, y'all know how to go through. But, you know, but you got some people who are not like that. That's not even a good liar, which they are not. But the ones that's not a good liar, I would say just tell the truth. Me, it's me. You might as well just tell the truth, cause there's no point of lying. Like, I feel like you can come up with every lie, but it's gonna make me saying that you already told that lie, so it's out of the picture for me here. But sometimes it does. Sometimes it's like very hard to tell a small lie to get to a big lie. So to me, it's like you might as well tell the truth. You might as well be honest. Because look at the bright side. It's like too many people see different things and stuff like that. So it's kind of hard to tell, like, should I believe it? Should I not believe it? Like, I don't know. I'm still wondering at some point. But I guess with how we see life is kind of different, which it is, because not everybody see things as normal. Okay. Hey, 10 people, how we doing? Thank you for life. So we talking about, have you ever lied to versus if you can't tell a lie, you might just tell the truth. because yes, which I'm saying just in general, because with it could, I'll say even teenagers or parents, because either way you still telling a lie to somebody, even way to get yourself out of something that you don't want to be, or you don't want to be down with something, anything. I feel like you be like, well, man, like, there's some people that do tell the truth and be like, oh, well, you this, you that, and it's like, that's not who I am at this point. Um, and which you got some women or some men that will lie too, because you got even teenagers will lie, and I feel like, well, everybody gonna lie at some point. So I feel like you can't point fingers at certain things, but you actually can't, because at the end of the day, it's like, okay, well, if kids can lie, that means parents can lie too, and it goes both ways. You understand what I'm saying? It goes both ways. So even if you have a kid, they're gonna lie. You have a parent, they're gonna lie. So and the universe we have is lies and truth. Okay, so it's like if you can't tell a big lie, you might as well just start at the small one telling the damn truth, child, because that small lie you try and cover, you have to cover 10 more just to that one to prove that that was the first one you done told. Okay, so it's hard to see different things, y'all. Why do women like to use men? It seems like no matter what I do, it's her. She won't leave. Um, I mean that wasn't a topic, but I can gladly talk. I can gladly talk about topics. I can gladly talk about it. But well, let me say this. I'm gonna definitely say this. It's not all women that abuse men. It's men that abuse a woman. So it does go 50-50. Okay? So I can't point fingers of just women, because it's some women, like myself, I don't abuse my boyfriend don't abuse me. We don't abuse each other. But it is some men, it is some females that do abuse men, and some of them that don't. Just like men, there's some men that abuse women, and some of them that don't. So with those, it's like some women might have mental issues, just like men. They might have a mental issue, or they seen their parents getting abused, so they think, okay, well, that's how you handle women, abusing them and stuff like that. You kind of don't know how a person might see things, because you got someone who's not in their right mind and just abuse you and want to fight and do everything to you. You got some men who might be mentally not there or physically not there, and they see their mom and dad arguing, and they see their dad hitting they like fighting their mom, abusing her, and they thinking that's okay. Okay, that's how you have to do. You have to hit them for them to understand you and stuff like that. And they not realizing what you doing is showing your son to abuse to abuse a woman. Instead you teach him, listen, you don't hit a female or nothing like that. But nowadays, what we have nowadays is females fighting men, thinking they strong just like men, and that's something that's not technically, you don't actually have it. Yes, I do give it to women that actually could beat a man's butt, which I give it to them, because it's some women that actually could take a man's hit. I have seen that. They could take a man's hit. And you got some that can't, that sit in the corner and cry. Okay? So you got some out there who can. Okay? But not all females do. It depends who you dealing with. Okay? If you met her and you realize she wasn't meant to be up here, or she had the other boy, because it could be the past experiences of a man abusing her, and when she get in that shit with you, she thinking, okay, so I got abused him because of my past relationships. But sometimes it does happen. So sometimes you really have to get to know the person and ask her these questions, which some of these men don't ask stuff like this. They be like, oh, hey, how you doing? So let me tell you, oh, okay. No, ask them, okay, are you an abuser? Are you this? Are you that? Have you been in jail? Have you been this? Have you been that? Some of y'all don't ask these tough questions because y'all don't want to know the answers to them. At all. With me, I tell my man everything that I have been through in my life. It's nothing that I have never told him in my life. But at some point, y'all need to tell each other partners what y'all been through. Y'all like, that way, your partner will understand where you came from. Like, okay, especially with your woman. Your woman better listen, babe. If y'all had a conversation, y'all two, and she like, listen, no, I'm sorry, I did that. It's just cause my past, like, a man used to abuse me, and that's all I know. I don't know how to be how you want me to be, and that's okay. That's for you to teach her how to be a certain way. Now she just feel that she can abuse you and do everything, that you need to leave her. Instead of be like, well, she won't leave. Well, she won't leave. Call the cops and have her, and make sure you have a camera to record that she was abusing you and hitting you. Because cops ain't gonna believe every single word of what you have to say. That's why you need a camera for everything. Now, yes, we have technology that we can put cameras up and they can see what's going on that camera. Wait, hold up. I got some cameras. And show the cop can okay. And just let the cops know, listen, don't shoot, because sometimes you blast and cops think it's like a gun or a weapon and they ready to start shooting. But no, don't shoot. I just want to show you the camera on the phone. Oh, okay. Just let them know certain things, because sometimes you might put out something and they don't know what you're about to put out and stuff like that. So you gotta let them know certain things, because it's crazy out here nowadays. But yeah, it's just certain things you have to leave. So if she want to leave, then you gonna have to leave. But if that place is yours, then yeah, I would say just call the cops. But just make sure you have proof that she's abusing you, because like I said, it is some men that will lie and be like, a woman was abusing me, and all along, you find out that you actually, the woman that they would say they're abusing you, you actually see her in the street, and then she like, well, he was this man. You like, what the hell, what is wrong? And then they show a picture of the guy, like, yeah, and then she has all the video, and you actually see him abusing her. So what I say is show it. Because there's some guys that will lie and say all these bad things and say, oh, she's not this, she's not that, just for them to look good. Because trust me, it is some men that will bash women to centuries over here. Okay? But like I said, that'll work out. Call cops and just get a strainer on her and just let her leave, because I see it like this. Ain't no woman supposed to hit a man, and a man not supposed to hit a woman, okay? And it goes both ways, But like I said, if you're not mentally up there, that means something's really wrong with you. And that means and if your parents was doing some violent stuff, that means you don't even let your kids see that. Okay? Because when they see it, when they grow up, they're going to be thinking, well, that's what you're supposed to do. That's like, no. You're going to be in jail. Okay, that's called jail. And then you will have a whole issue in jail. So no, that's not what you're supposed to do at all. But yeah. But I would say call the cops for that. But like I said, it's two reasons why a woman is not there. And sometimes it can be physical arguments where y'all two arguing and she just come out and hit you and stuff like that. So sometimes it could be y'all arguing and stuff like that, and she just come out and hit you, all because of her emotions and all because she thinks she can fight as a man, but no, she don't have to, don't actually know what a man hit feels like. Especially and she don't know how it feels. So yeah. So I would say, don't try to be something that you're not. Okay? Don't try to be something that you're not. Because, like I said, nobody's perfect, which they are. Just how relationships ain't nothing perfect. So don't be thinking like your relationship is perfect, because it sure ain't perfect, y'all. Okay? Okay, Their mind's not physically there. Okay. But let's get back to the topic. So, yeah, so when it comes to every line and stuff, it's like, to me, I figure if you're going to do a lie, like I said, just make sure it's a good lie. But you can't lie, just tell the truth. I feel like that's the easy way you can get your parents, everybody to believe you and stuff like that, because if somebody telling you a lie and you, it's up to you, you're going to believe it or not. Like, if it sounds true to you. Okay? But I feel like everybody can see different. I feel like there's always two different things. Like, you always got the truth and you got the lies, okay? But the truth always good than the lie. Okay. I needed that. But yeah. Because not everybody can admit the truth. Okay. So yes, it is certain things that certain lies is very hard to tell. Which it is. You know. So with me, it was, to me, it's very hard. Especially when it comes to, like I said, if it comes to teenager parents, anybody nowadays, the adults, you know, I feel like everybody is good with a lie, which it is. And some people who do tell the truth, and they've been telling the truth ever since, because they can't make no lies. But it seems like that telling lies do hurt, which it does. Because it does feel like you can't trust that person, or you can't trust your kids, or anybody in this world to actually trust, you know. And you're wondering, like, dang, is this person really told the truth, or this person kept lying to me, you know. So you kind of have to weigh out the wager over here, what you actually does, but you just have to go on the feeling that you felt like, okay, well, maybe he is telling the actual truth, which he could be. You know, like, a person say, well, let's see, I'm trying to have a good lie. Okay, so a person might say, well, listen, I'm using a teenager. Oh, okay, so I'm gonna use, if it's two girls, because this is two girls, right? One of them is a liar, the other one tells the truth. So this lie gonna be, well, so she on the phone, so basically it's like, this girl could say, well, this girl said that you was ugly, you didn't know nothing, and, you know, she said that you wasn't good, you wasn't helping me, that I don't like her, that's not good, like, you ain't perfect. Like, she could be telling this other girl all things, you know, what you talking about, right? Right, so the other hand, the other girl might be like, well, I think I'm kind of, and then the other girl looking at her, the girl that's telling the truth could be like, you know what, I think she didn't meant to that, stuff like that, you know, but, so, you know, she just had a small talk with her, you know, and she just telling the truth, how it is, stuff like that, you know, but she's not actually agreeing with her, she's just telling her opinion of telling the truth. Well, I think you kind of overdoing it. I don't think she's doing all this, you know. And then it's like, when they get to the girl's house, you know, the friend done left her home, but she's telling the other friend, like, oh, girl, she was talking about you, this, not that. So it's like, what she said that she's telling her all that she told the honest friend. Okay, and that other girl that she just met went back and asked the, well, went straight up to the girl that was honest, was like, well, did you say this and that? And they like, what? I just gave her my opinion. I didn't even say that. All I did was say, well, this, that, the third, case might be, you know, that I don't think she did all this, stuff like that. I didn't say that. But the crazy part is that friend that just lied and just told the other friend, what did she say? What she didn't say all that. All she said was her opinion. But she switched it over and told the other friend. Now the honest friend and the other friend got some situation going on. Well, they want to fight and all that. But all she did was just start some chaos. And that's what, and then the other friend not even realize about, maybe she not, but she just overreact. Hey Georgie, we talking about somebody ever lied to you, and the other one is good. Basically the title is, have you ever been lied to, versus somebody being like somebody that can't tell a lie. They just be honest with you, like, listen, I can't tell no lie on anything. So that's basically the topic of today. So it's like, it's kind of different, because you see how something got switched over just from that girl's telling about what's going on, and that girl just dropped her opinion, and then you got the friend that just, you know, just went to the other girl, and that other girl who told a lie, just like, yeah, I got them fight, this and that, and the girl just looking with a straight face, like. So as I was saying, it's hard to actually see things, because I feel like you have to know which one's telling the truth and which one that's gonna be like, okay, maybe I kind of looked at this a little bit wrong here, which it could happen, which it could. It so could. Because there's so many people who are actually just to tell lies to ruin your image of who you are, okay? And you got some that's honest, and it's gonna keep it real. And with that part, it's very hard, because it feels like, well, dang, like, I don't know, should I trust this person? Because, you know, this person might lie or say things I don't want to know or anything like that. So it's kind of hard to really trust it, which it can. It can be hard to really trust it, which it can. But I feel like it's way how you see it and how you think. Because I feel like not everything you're going to actually believe, which you're not. Because it depends how you're going to believe it and listen to it. And realize, well, I kind of believe her because of what was actually going on and stuff. You know, so you might actually see things from a different light and sit down and be like, I kind of go on his side. He could make me a good point. Let me check out this other point first. You know, and to me, I believe that not everybody's trying to listen to two sides. Like, not everybody's trying to do it. You know, and like I said, it could be somebody trying to ruin your image. But it's always to listen to two different sides of the story. Okay? Which, yes, I feel like with us, we need that. Because you got something like, oh, fight. But it's like, I don't really want, I'd rather just listen to what you have to say. And me, it's like, well, yeah, I used to listen to everybody, what they gotta say and stuff. But then I started being in my own friends and started chatting with them and stuff like that. And many times when my friends like, well, I didn't see you, this, that. I'm like, well, I'm hanging out with my own friends and stuff like that. I'm not trying to be under y'all. And which some of the other friends, they was just wanting to fight and cause arguments and lie. And I was like, I'm just not into that. Like, I'm not into that stuff. So a couple times I had came like late and stuff like that. So it's like a couple things I'm not really into, which I wasn't. You know, so, you know, they might see things a little bit different, which they had. So that was kind of hard, because, you know, they don't actually see things as which, you know, which they actually do. So the way how you gotta look at it, well, maybe he's telling the truth, maybe he's not, maybe he's this. So it is certain things you may have to look out of the opposite side of things, which it does. Because like I said, it could be a small lie, but then it's like, if you're a person who tells the truth, you might as well just tell the truth to that person. It keeps it very real and very honest with that person. Because that's the even here. You don't really know what a person might go through. You know. So in your head, you trying to figure out, well, listen, I don't know, I'm thinking, because this sounds good. Yes, a lie do sounds good into you, which it does. But I'd rather be a person who's going to keep it real and be like, well, let me go to the person. He might say this and that. And be like, yeah, I didn't say this and that. So, some people would try to ruin another image just to see how y'all two will argue or anything like that. And it's like, it's hard because the way how you actually see it. So, yeah. So, some things you have to be very, very careful with how you express things to others, which it is, because you got some people who would talk, which I have friends like that, friends who talk and express everything. You like, what the hell are you talking? I just came in. What's going on here? So certain things is like you have to be careful who you talk with, and just keep calm to yourself. I feel, because not everybody gonna see how you see things. Some people might see things very different than others. And I figure that's okay. If you see things quite different, that's okay. I'm not here to support your lies. You're not here to support my truth. And it's at the same time, it's like, what you have to lie for just to see a character come out another character, that does not make no sense. Okay? You could have been like, listen, I said this and that, and it might be. And it goes a long way, okay? So, it's like, that's all you can actually see from it, which it can. So, it does take the difference in things, which it does. So, So, yeah, I could definitely see, certain things. So, yeah, but, certain things I do actually see, so, it's kind of hard to see certain things. Okay, y'all. But, I think you just said the topic, Gorgie. I think you said it. All we is you talking about it. So, yeah. I don't know. Y'all can tell me some of y'all opinions, what y'all think about it. But yeah, I'm not repeating the topic. I literally just talk. I'm literally talking about it. So it's like, what you doing? I'm chatting with y'all. Thank y'all so much. Say thank you for you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Appreciate it. But yeah, can y'all see something totally different? Like, have someone ever lied to you versus somebody telling the truth? And what happened in that conversation? Like somebody told you a lie, you took it in, versus somebody told you the truth, like, listen, this is nothing good. What was y'all reaction towards it? It could be teenager wise all the way to adult. What's y'all opinions on it? Because to me, my personal is, I'd rather hear the truth before I hear a lie. Because then that small lie gonna turn to a big lie, which nobody gonna believe you. But then when the truth really did happen, that's when everybody gonna believe you. So I'd rather just hear the truth. I can't trust them. I can't trust them. No, I'm not saying trust them. I'm saying have anybody ever lied to you about something versus somebody telling you the truth. I'm not saying trusting your friends. I'm saying have someone lied to you, like, okay, this person, like, this guy might tell you, oh, the damn house burning down outside. The house burning down, call the cops. And then you on the phone, call the cops, and just another guy looking out the window, right? Because it's a guy that looking out the window, he see the house burning down, The other guy might be like, ain't no house burning down, but he told the lie. But you about to call because you actually believe in the lie versus somebody telling the truth. But you know the house not burning down. I'm saying, which one would you choose? Like, has somebody ever lied to you and you believe in the lie, but not thinking he's telling you a lie, and the other guy tell you the truth, like, ain't no house burning down. But you believe in the lie instead of not seeing it for yourself. Because there's some people in this world, it does happen. They rather listen to a lie than hearing the truth that they should just act. They would actually go along with the lie, instead of just seeing it for themselves, like, ain't nothing going on out there. Have you ever been in that situation? Or have y'all ever been in that situation? Because I know something, it does happen to people. The truth. The truth. Okay, the truth, okay. So you rather hear the truth, okay. See, that's what I'm saying, like, like I said, the truth will go a long way, but it depends how y'all will actually see it and brain thought it, Cause a lot of things, we just going on with the lie and ain't nothing really going on, So yeah, certain things you do have to have that mindset and think like, this is a hard one. Should I really believe this and that? Because yes, it is hard to believe, okay, if this real, if this actually, don't actually believe it, but it is something here. So you have to look at things very different. You have to look at things very different. Because Not everybody gonna see your point on different things, which they totally deny. You know, they might see things a lot different, which it does. So, which they might see things with how you might not see a thing. You know, like I said, somebody ever told you a lie, you actually believe in it. You know, don't never believe that lie, cause that lie not maybe not be true half of the time. It's best to just listen to the truth and be okay. I see here. Because I feel like everybody's just so quick to just listen to the bull crap instead of listening to what's actually given presented of, you know. So, you know, to me, I say that just pay attention to certain things. Because it's going to be hard to tell different things that you go through, you know. And it could, like I said, it could be anybody that could tell lies or tell the truth or anything like that. But it's just, it's up to you of choosing which one is true for me. Okay? Because like I said, anybody could just lie and say crazy things just to say it. And how you thinking it's true and it really wasn't anything like that. So, you know. So they make you believe, oh, this and that third came up be, and it really doesn't really happen like that at all. So it's like, you know, they just told you a bunch of lies and stuff like that. Okay. I would say just view your mind on certain things and just take precaution on certain things, you know. Because I feel like not everybody gonna see the truth. They gonna see what they wanna see, you know. So I won't say believe everything right away, which everything, you know, don't be true all the time. So you can't believe everything that comes out a person mouth. I look at it this, you can't believe everything what a person says. You know, you may have a person that could be like, well, let's just really put this as an explanation for y'all, right? I'm gonna use a parent one. I just use a teenager one. I'm gonna use a parent one, right? So I could be sitting down, relaxing. I see some kids, cause you know, one of the kids I might know, like, okay, he's just sitting down playing, you know, this kind of time, you know. One of them might throw the ball, right, and landed on 2 different cars, right. I might just see what I saw, right, and the guy come out, you know, they you know, the kids run in the building, you know, and the guy might come out like, these darn kids did to my car and stuff like that, you know. And the parent ain't gonna know who did it or anything like that. But, you know, I'm the witness. I done seen everything. But, you know, they don't know what floor the kids is on. But they actually see one of the adults of one of the boys, and then that parent like, that kid hit my car. That's not good, you know. It hit both our cars, you know. The parents ain't, you know, and the parents going like, my kid didn't do this and that, you know. That parent might be telling the truth, oh, kid didn't do anything, but the the parent that was in the car, like, your kid did do this, that. You know, now they going at it and stuff, you know. He like, I ain't seen nothing like that. I might have a video of Mike went down and showing the parent, like, listen, this actually what happened. Look at the video. Look at the video, like this. It was an accident. The kid's playing ball. He threw the ball too hard and it landed on the car. And what you actually see, the kids was playing and threw the ball too hard. You know, that parent like, I see the video. The kids was only playing. They didn't mean to do it. Stuff like that. You know, the parents ain't gonna want to hear that. They gonna want their freaking money. Parents ain't gonna want to hear that. It was an accident. Sometimes accidents do happen, but some parents might lie on certain things. You know, I won't say yes. Don't believe the parents so quickly, okay? Because you got some parents who have lied on certain things, okay? Even when I was, you know, when I was growing up, it was some parents who would lie on their kids' house. Some kids would spin at them, and parents whooping their kids behind and say they over there. Parents laughing it up, but that kid didn't even do it. And you got the parents who actually whoop their kids behind just for that parent to believe another parent. And it's like, what is going on with y'all? That's why I feel like I wouldn't believe a certain parent. It would have to be like 3 or 4, 5 of them. Like, okay, I actually did see it. I got the video. Now they have a video of it. Okay, I believe you. Okay, my kid did do it. But we don't have to assume that parent, that first parent said, your child did this, and that. And they come along, your child didn't do it. You done beat your kid, have sisters, all because you believe just that one parent. What I feel like it shouldn't have took that long. I feel like you should have listened to both sides of the story. Because yes, I feel like the way how I grew up, yes, it's 2 different sides of the story. It's one side the parent, one side the kid. It's called listen to both. And I feel like, yes, you have to listen to both sides. Because that parent might be lying just for your kid to get in trouble, knowing he didn't do anything. But you so quick to beat your kid. Instead of listening to your kid tell you, I didn't do it. And you wonder why your kid get older and have these emotions, have all these aggressions, or because because then when it comes out, when the kid get older, they don't want to talk to you because what the stuff you've been doing. And some of y'all don't like to listen to the truth. And it's like, it's 2 different sides of the story. Y'all so eager of listening to lies after lies after lies. When y'all gonna start hearing the truth? When y'all gonna start listening to both sides? As a parent, yes, we will have to listen to our kids, our daughter, our son. Listen to both sides of what they have to say. And they come together, but you know what? I kind of believe my kid here. I don't think my child would actually done that. If I don't see no proof, I don't see that. I can't really go off of words if I'm not seeing what I'm seeing. Now, if I see it, I'll be, okay, my kid actually done it because I see it with my own eyes. Yes, I feel like parents lie, kids lie, everybody lie nowadays. But y'all be so eager to believe everything that y'all hearing, not from what y'all seeing yourselves. And don't get me wrong, everybody was teenager in their 20s and their 30s. Everybody did stupid stuff in their life, which everybody had. Everybody will have, some kids probably stole something, probably stole a TV, went to somebody's house, stole this, stole that. Everybody did something stupid in their teenager life. I'm not saying you should beat your kid. That's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is it's 2 different sizes here. 2 different truths. It's one that would lie and one that would tell the truth. If you know your kid would tell the truth, tell the truth. If you know your kid is that person that would tell the truth and would tell you everything, you got you a true kid that won't even lie to you. But the way how I grew up, yes, then my parents always told me, when you a parent, always listen to two different truths. Don't never listen to one person. If you don't see 3 or 4 people, then you know it's bullcrap. It's so many things that, yes, don't get me wrong, I used to lie with certain things, which I did. But one thing that, which my family was, they wouldn't listen to one person unless it was the principal. But if it came to like school and stuff like that, I was very good at school, which I was. I was very good at school. My mind, you know. But when it came to like friends and make you want to do stuff with your friends, like have you doing crazy stuff, that's when you need to think. That's when the thinking process comes. That's when we need to sit down, have conversations with our kids, and let kids see how you think. Now, certain kids that might tell you, oh, we should go rob this. We should go do this. And, you know, this other kid, he's telling you, oh, I want to rob this person. While the other kid's like, ah, man, that's not me. I'm going to go home. Y'all, I'll catch y'all later. Because in his mind's like, I don't want to go to jail. And you're not about to have me in there while y'all out free, partying it up. He over here thinking twice of, this is not for me. You got the other one like, man, I'm down and stuff like that. You know, while your kid going at home, he sees 2 friends on the news. And and you come out like, well, ain't that friends on TV? And he's coming out like, that. He's like, what? Your friends on TV? And he played, well, that's on them. I told them not to do it. I told them they're going to be in trouble and be locked up somewhere. You have you a good kid. If you just teach them the right things and talk to them, have conversation with them, or they, you know, sit down, have family time, have any time you might want to have with your kids or with your friends, it's always good to sit down and listen to certain things. Yeah, you might, I feel like when it comes to parent and teenagers, y'all gonna bump heads. Whereas don't get me wrong, I have bumped heads with my family a couple of times, which I have bumped heads a couple of times. It took me a lot to grow up, which it kind of did. It took me a lot to be the person I am now. But as time go on, yes, at teenagers, they do a lot of crazy things, which they did. But once they hit the 20s, they start coming to reality. They kind of do see reality, but not too much. But they mostly see reality once they hit their 20s. You see a whole lot of things in their 20s, which it does happen. They don't see it right away because they still minors. They still not getting reality too much. But once they hit their 20s, they see things a lot different. Like, okay, I see things a lot different how I was when I was 20. I still think about the things I did in my 20s. I know my 20s, my 20s and my teens. But even out of those, I was still a good child. I didn't do nothing crazy or anything like that. With me, I always had those minds where I tell my friends, no, y'all go ahead. I'm going in the house. You ain't gonna know, y'all go ahead. Because my friends was more into fighting and doing so much. And it was a couple times where a couple of my friends fought and the cops was locking them up. I was like, well, hey. All because it was 3 fights outside. Nobody could have broke it up. Cops was breaking it up. Had fights outside. Cops had them in handcuffs and all that. Took them to jail. I said, well, and I started, this is not me. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes I used to watch the fights. Half the time, but they just fight. I'm taking my behind home. And one of my friends, I mean, you ain't gonna stay here and watch the fight. No, thank you. If I see one fight, I don't saw them all. I'm not watching that. And they were like, well, damn. And they were like, well, damn, you changing, Grace. I was like, yeah, I'm not watching this. This is not my comfortable zone, which it wasn't. Certain things was not my comfortable zone, which it wasn't. I wasn't down with the bull crap. With me, I was a girl. I was very smart, very aware, and know how to get out of things. A lot of things I had got out of it all because of my intentions and me saying certain things. So it does see certain things. So you might see certain things of it, which it does. You might see certain things of it, which it does. But it's the way how you actually do have to see things, y'all. It do. Where you have to see things and the way how you have to knowledge certain things, okay? You do have to see the big knowledge of everything, okay? So, which it kind of does. So, it does take a lot of seeing things, which it does. But I would just say, as long as you have your brains and your knowledge, you can actually go far with those things, which you can. But all I'm saying is, long as you ain't getting caught up into lying people, you should be good with just telling the truth and just telling who you are. Because, a lot of people like him, I won't say a lot, but a couple people like hear the truth of who you are and who you actually are in life, okay? Because I know some people who play, but I don't like hearing the truth. I like when people lie to me. Well, you take that with the liars and let them get you in trouble. That they not going to give you the money to bail you out in. So you keep hanging on those liars. Well, they not giving you no money. So it was quite things that I was learning with my life. I'm like, this is not my life at all. Which you have certain things where it's not your life, which it's not. And you start to realize like, nope, this is not me. No, thank you, bye. And some things you do have to get away from, like, no, not doing that. So I would say, just think about things that do matter to y'all. Okay? Because I know some things that don't matter or do matter, or y'all not gonna see that at that point. Because it happens to people that, like, I don't really care about this, I don't care about that. But what y'all looking at is two different pictures here, which it is. It is two different pictures. It's just the way how you see things, Like I said, everybody see things different from others, which that could be okay. But just know what you know, what's the truth and what's a lie. Because like I said, not everybody could be straight honest and tell that truth of, well, I kind of think such and such, I don't think this is a good idea, but I only did it just because I knew it was going to get him in trouble or get him off my back. And it's like, well, definitely just for you to get to that fight. And it's like, it shouldn't have to be like that. I feel like it don't have to be a guy telling lies after lies, and but you could just tell the truth and just say what you said. Because not everything is like candy and gold over here, which is not always that, y'all. It could be so much lies, but you don't want to be a part of something, y'all. Which I kind of enjoy that. Of not being a part of something that you don't basically like, intentionally. Because to me, it does hurt your pride and just and stuff, which it does. But I just feel like it does kind of take a tone with certain things. It kind of do. But you have to see through your own vision and your own pimples. Okay, I mean pimples, yeah. Okay. So, just see things and just see where it goes, because like I said, everybody can see things and you just see how you want it in life. Okay. But that's, y'all got any questions? Thank y'all for 8 likes. Hey, 3 people in here. How we doing? How we doing, y'all? How we doing? Okay. So yeah, I kind of see it as that. So yeah. But yeah, y'all got questions, y'all can put them in the chat. Um, yeah. I'm gonna give it to 9 o'clock. Hold on, y'all, I'll be right back. I gotta turn the oven on. So hey, food people, how we doing? Thank y'all 8 likes, I appreciate it. But yes, y'all got any questions or any stories y'all want to tell me? Any questions about a truth and a lie? Y'all can put it in the chat. I can gladly talk about it and stuff. Just nothing crazy. This is a good topic. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Y'all know y'all like got crazy questions. Yeah. Lift it bangs, lift it bangs. Oh. I think people, any questions, y'all? I did get up 30, which I did. Any questions? But yes, any questions y'all may have? Boy. I'm tired. Yeah. I know you know. I know you know. Drama when you cut. I know you know. I know you know. Drama when you cut. A 1,443 views of that video and just one subscriber. I didn't think, yo, I really don't be thinking my shorts be really putting through. But I totally see my shorts putting through. I really, I didn't think I was gonna get this many shorts right here. But I'm like, thank you. I appreciate you. I'm about to make the food in a few minutes. There we go. Okay, got people sounds to kick in. Okay. So basically, y'all gonna call me in the kitchen. I got questions, y'all can put it down in the description. I mean, down the chat. I don't think I can untangle this, but hold on. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Got it. Y'all gonna call me in the kitchen. About to make this food right here. I'm hungry. So we got the stove, y'all. We making some chicken. There's nothing in there yet. Oh, no. Nothing in there yet. But we are making some chicken. Let's see if I can do this. This is my first time I'm doing this. This hot sauce, which I got the pan right here. Yeah, I got the pan. So we about to do this right now. We got this spray. Basically just steaming. Okay. We got that under control. Let's do it. Okay. So yeah. And we got the chicken, y'all. Look at this chicken. Look at the chicken. This chicken gonna be everything. See how this gonna come out. Okay. Then we got tons of chicken. We may have to wait for the pizza, y'all. I have to get the pizza. We do it, y'all. So, thing right here. The last like that. Okay. So it's pouring this stuff right here. Okay. Which I might just add some juice to it. I might add some juice to it. Just trying to try. I might just add some juice. Just that. This is. And I could look at the food. Look at the food. We making this, y'all. We making some chicken and pizza. So this is the chicken. I usually did the chicken already with the seasoning, y'all. Okay. I did the chicken already. About to put it in the oven. About to put it in the oven. It'll cook and everything else. Make some baked chicken over here. Then after that get finished, then we go to the pizza, but the pizza probably ain't gonna take long. It's not. Okay. Let me we had another cooking pizza. I'll think of that, but I ain't gonna. But yeah. So we got the chicken in there. Okay. We got the baked chicken in there. So that's cooking. Okay. All we gotta do is the pizza. You know the pizza ain't gonna take long. So long the baked chicken's in there, then pretty much good, y'all. Pretty much good. Okay. But I do have the chicken in there, which y'all just see me. Put the chicken in there and stuff. So you know that don't take long. But yeah, I'm basically just waiting on the baked chicken. I am gonna wash out this bowl right here. This bowl gonna be washed out. Cause I basically had to cook in this bowl, which I pretty much did. But yeah, I'm basically hungry. Yeah, washing out this bowl right there. I should have made some extra tea because y'all know who love tea. Okay. Oh. Other people have a lot too. Oh. Yeah. But yeah, I'm making some baked chicken and some pizza. That we making baked pizza. That is some pizza. But y'all should know a pizza don't take that long. So I'm basically I just put in the chicken in there in the oven. Oh, and then all I do is it's the pizza. You know that don't take long. That don't take long. So, once we got that definitely is not gonna take long for that. But yeah, y'all missed it. I really showed the chicken before I put it in the oven. Y'all missed that, but I ain't got nothing to do. But yeah. Any questions, y'all? I love hearing your questions. Mm-hmm. But yes, any questions, y'all? I love hearing y'all questions. Y'all questions be so interesting, like so good. I'm like, maybe it could be kind of like, yeah. So it's like, yeah. So I do look at something totally different on here. Which I haven't even seen if I'll post this one. Unless she's on something totally different. But I haven't seen her post. Anything. Let me see. Is she even posting her post? I haven't seen her post. I haven't seen her post. Oh, she must be doing this and doing all up and around. Hey, I don't want to get no chat. I'm gonna not do. I'm gonna just watch it. Any conversation, y'all? Well, this is Gracegorgeous. Y'all got nothing to say. I'm about to get a wolf, and I'll see y'all later. Bye, y'all. Mwah.